Make some more.
Hey guys, this is Infernal Shard 1 for the win. So, just the other day, it has been officially confirmed from Sony themselves that they are no longer producing PlayStation 4 Pro consoles in a large majority of the PlayStation 4 Slims, except for one PS4 Slim. And that is going to be their final production line of the PlayStation 4 for the rest of its generation. And that is indeed the PlayStation 4 Slim 500 gigabyte console. And that is the last major console of the PS4 lineup that Sony is going to continue producing probably for another good year, maybe 2 years. But it also won't be going for very much long. So, because of all that, we have officially received our final PlayStation 4 Pro. So because of the fact that Sony actually is discontinued the PS4 Pro lineup completely, we actually went on ahead and we decided to order another one off of eBay right now. So we actually got it, and this is actually kind of like, I'm kind of in shock that the person that had this has got it in this big of a freaking box. Like, I'm so freaking in shock because all the guy only had was the system, 2 controllers, and a headset, and that was pretty much it. And for a big box, like, it's like so unpredictable. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get her open. We'll get her set up. Now, this is going to be one whole entire video, so we will be doing the unboxing like we're doing now in a complete setup, because the PlayStation 4 and Sony's been really, really smart with that with the PS4 and also with the PS5, is that you don't have to physically log into online just to start off and do, like, if you want to play offline games and, you know, and all that, you can play offline games as soon as you get the system all set up. And unlike Microsoft, on the other hand, you have to freaking log into an online account just for you to have your Xbox to work, and you cannot skip, which I think is a kind of a greedy way, if you honestly ask me. So Sony's always been good for when it comes to offline gaming, so it actually won't be as hard to get this all squared away. But holy crap, man, this is a freaking big box. I gotta leave it like this in order to get to it easily. My gosh. I gotta say, they actually did pretty dang good also with the packaging on it as well. That's why I'm gonna see if I can get this there to go. Yeah. Yeah, they did an amazing job. Man, you can't even get to the freaking extra tape or anything like that. Oh, now we're starting to get somewhere. Okay, now we got that part done. Now we gotta now we just gotta get the rest of it done. Okay, I think we might have just got her open. Well, nope, not quite. This always happens to me every freaking time we get a new system. We have to literally freaking cut a piece of tape on one side, even though we pulled the whole entire thing off. Alright, so let's look in this console. Oh, okay. It looks like he's got the main box. I don't know if there's anything down there. Oh, yep, I see a blue package. Let's looky here. This looks like to be the HDMI that he had, and this looks to be the controller charging cable. So we got another charging cable there, so that's good. And Huh. This looks to be the headset that he supposedly gave. Interesting. He did say something was like a little bit like wore out, like on the sides that touches your ears or whatnot, the soft spots. The guy did tell me that there was something wrong with them, like just like peel or something like that. But like he said, the headset personally all still works. Said something about it, like you could replace whatever. But if it's not super bad condition, I might actually give this a shot. And this looks like a wireless, so I'm actually glad because I've actually been wanting a wireless headset for a while. And I bought one for Xbox, and it wasn't wireless, and I don't know why they had it on wireless when it was not. So we'll give this headset a try out here in just a little bit, but right here is our main system, and the box, ooh, that's kind of weird. You're not going to believe this. He actually packed it in his PlayStation 5 box. That is so freaking weird, man. So freaking odd. But, hey, at least he packaged something. But, yeah, he got rid of it because he got rid of his PS4 Pro because he didn't want the PS5 or whatnot. Or, he got the PS5 is what I'm trying to say, and all that good stuff. So, controller just actually looks to be alright. Does got some like dust and something right up here on this analog stick and little bits of hair, but other than that, like the handles like don't look like they've been like faded out. Like it looks like this controller is in pretty good condition, but that's just for that controller. And let's try this controller. And pretty much the same exact thing with this controller as well. The analog sticks on this one do look a little bit more like I think this is the controller that he played with, because the analog sticks are a little bit more fading out than those ones, but they still look really good, and this controller looks good. But we don't know because I bought quite a few controllers off of eBay, and some came with like whatnot. Ooh, and we actually also got one of these back buttons. Pretty neat. So I'll have to give that a try. But as I was saying, I've bought quite a few controllers of PS4 off of eBay, and there was always something wrong with one of these. Mostly this analog stick always had drift, but there was a controller that I had where this analog stick had a little bit of drift, but it was a majority of this one. So I'm personally am hoping that these controllers are good, but as this one looks, this one is a little bit more touched also, because you can see the shining part, how it fades out from the grip and whatnot compared to that one. But other than that, the controllers look pretty alright, look pretty okay condition, especially that one did. And this looks to be the USB for the headset, so I'm going to put that right there. And, oh, that's weird. So it is a first generation model. At least that's what I think it is. Because now with the power cord, I literally thought the way it looked like it was a second generation PS4 Pro. But who knows, it still might. But we'll find out here in just a second. Okay. And the PS4 Pro is right here. Alright, let's take a look at this baby real quick. Okay. Let's see here. Does got some, like, little bit of some dirt and whatnot on it. But it doesn't look all that bad, too. Let's check the back. Oh, yeah. It is a first generation PS4 Pro. I personally literally thought that this was a second generation, but since it is a first generation PS4 Pro, I kind of am a little bit more happier. now, because that's kind of what I was hoping for, was another first gen. So, yeah. But other than that, it does look like it's been played, and it's been played quite a little bit. But it actually doesn't look all that bad, though. Everything's looking pretty smooth, and only beside the little dust that it has on it. But other than that, it actually looks like it's in pretty okay condition. But now since we got that all taken care of, now it is actually time to get her set up and let's try her out. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to get her set up and let's find out if she also works. Alright, so right here is where we're going to put our PS4 Pro. Because, as you can see, we got the Xbox One X right down below it. And then we got our PS5 and our Series X on this side. So right there fits perfectly for the PS4 Pro. So we will try out both of these controllers. We'll try out the one that's been played the most first. And then we'll try the second one after. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing all ready. Alright, now we got to put our hard drive right here so that way we can use our hard drive. Alrighty. And there we go. We got our hard drive all plugged in. Now it's time to get the power cable, and we'll see how she goes from there. Oh, also I am going to have to go grab a couple of games here in just a slick second. So we'll have to do that so we can test it out if it still continues to read. So just be aware. But yeah, I'm kind of in shock because I literally thought this was going to be a second generation PS4 Pro, but nope, it's actually the first gen Pro. But I actually kind of wanted the first gen anyway, to tell you the truth. So I'm kind of like happy that I got it. Alrighty. I'm pretty sure that was our Xbox One S plug-in that we unplugged, but oh well. We're trying to get her all ready is what we're trying to do here. I will say that this is definitely not the HDMI that originally came with that system, because these are not the HDMI cords that come with the PS4 Pro consoles, but it's actually not super long, but with that and with the HDMIs just right over there, this will fit perfectly for the PS4 Pro, especially how close it is to them. So this ain't going to be all that bad. So let's actually get her all set up here. Alright, there's that plugged in. Now we get the HDMI all plugged in now. Alright, so it's officially all set up now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move everything out of the way so you guys can have a clear opening of what's going to happen. And also, I am going to go grab a few games real quick so we can test it out. So I will be right back in literally just 2 seconds. Alright, so we officially have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 games we are going to test out. I know that that sounds a little bit more than what we normally do, but this is a pre-owned console that's been played a decent amount of time, and we want to be sure to make sure that like it's honestly going to work. So we got games out of the games list. We got the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. We got Borderlands 3. We got Minecraft PS4 edition, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy, Horizon Zero Dawn, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and Far Cry 5. So we got a couple exclusives and a few third-party games. So yeah, but anyway, now what it is time for? It's time to see if she's going to turn on. Well, here we go. It is time. The moment of truth. Let's find out if she turns on. Yep, there it is. And it's going, since it's a PS4, this TV's really smart. It's going to automatically switch on over to the channel that it's supposed to be on. Just like that. So let's see if the controller works. If it turns on. That's kind of odd. Looks like the controller's dead. So, yeah. So, we're going to have to get this controller plugged in and on the charger. So, I'll try to squeeze my craziness out of the way for all you, so you guys can see it. Yeah, the controller was dead was all. So, I'm going to scoot up this away. So that way, you guys can definitely tell what's going to happen. Alright, so first of all, we got to get our everything set up. We might have to update this, but who knows, it probably already is updated. But, who knows if he hasn't updated the last major one. Alright, now we got to enter our internet, so get this all set up. Alright. I don't know if the person that originally owned this PS4 has got it to the update that it's supposed to be and whatnot, but we'll find out. But that was also unexpected. We didn't expect it to be in a PS5 box, did we? That's my PlayStation camera that I have up there that showed the background. So, alright, start. And, see if it, yep, the guy hasn't updated it at all. So, we'll go ahead and we'll let that download. So, by the time it's done, we most likely ain't going to update it or anything like that. We're going to try out our games actually first. So, yeah. And, got to also switch some settings here so that way, like, when it's time to do a certain, like, thing and whatnot, we got the video. Alright, got to switch down to 60. Audio sharing. Well, since we're not connected online, it's only going to register the video clips. But, so far, experiencing with this controller. Oh, this is actually the wrong controller we're actually using. I don't know why I grabbed that one. Or wait, hold on a second. Oh yeah, this is the right one. That's kind of weird. I had the wrong controller. Oh yeah, this one definitely needs syncs onto this console. I don't even know if this one is working too. Alright, so this controller seems to be working pretty much alright. Alright, now we need to go check our storage and make sure that, like, everything Okay, so my hard drive's not registered, so that's a good thing. Alright, now it is actually officially time to basically test out the games. So let's grab our games and let's test them out on this PS4 Pro. Alright, so the first game we're actually going to start off with is going to be Far Cry 5. As soon as it comes up and it shows the disc icon in the game background, that means that the PS4 Pro is reading it. So here we go, moment of truth. PS4 Pro sounds pretty normal. Nothing bad in there. And right there it is. It actually reads. The PlayStation 4 Pro has officially read Far Cry 5. I don't understand it. This must be... This PS4 Pro that we got right here must be one of the latest first-gen model Pros, because mine is like an early model. I got it just less than a year. Alright, so the next game is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. We're going to see if she raids. So far, the good thing also is the PS4 Pro is taking the discs in perfectly and ejecting them. So that's one plus thing about the PS4 Pro. And as you can tell, Shadow of the Tomb Raider has officially read. I know, like, because it's installing, it's not officially, like, reading. But, like, if it officially reads a little bit of the detail just like that, that pretty much means that the PS4 Pro is basically reading. So, it read Shadow of the Tomb Raider perfectly. And our next game we are going to test out is Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's find out if she works. Alrighty. And it's officially read. So there's Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's making the normal loud spinning sound because of the installation. So that game worked. Now we only got 5 games left to try out. And our next game looks to be right down there is Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. Let's see if this game works. And there it is, Crash Bandicoot. Now, I know you're probably thinking, like, well, why in the world did that game literally install in like 2 seconds, and then all the other games were basically barely installing at all? I don't know what it is. I know it kind of sounds a little bit odd if you really think about it, because most of the early games for the PlayStation 4, within the first 3 to 4 years, they would instantly, obtainiously install just like that did. And then you got games like those 3 that we just tested out that were like the last 2 to 3 years, and basically they take for a minute to install. I think what the issue is like it's got something to do because of like how much bigger that the games are like getting in like worlds and like storage sizes, and I think because of that it's making them slowly install because there's so much data to process. Now this game there's not a whole lot because this is just the old classic 3 Crash Bandicoot games. This ain't like open world. It's just you run through courses and all of that good stuff. But yeah, so it's I can get with what you guys are coming from as well. But that's pretty much what I think it is. It's because how big games are getting. Oh, we gotta take it out because it worked. So it looks to be like our 5th game is going to be Uncharted 4. So we will try out Uncharted 4 right now. So this is Uncharted 4. We're going to go ahead and see if she works. It's showing the disc icon, so it's trying to read. And so far, it's officially reading. Now, this game does have quite a bit of data, but still in some odd cases, like this game installs pretty quick. But then again, this is a game that came out in 2016, like within not even 3 years of the PS4 being out, so it makes a lot of sense. But Uncharted has officially read on our PlayStation 4 Pro, at least the 4th Uncharted anyway. And next up, we are going to be testing out is Minecraft, the #1 most sold game on the planet. So here we go. Now this game is also going to install like really, really quickly. So this game actually is like really, really small. This does not take a lot of data at all. Like even on the new consoles, like when the new version comes out, even with ray tracing, I'm pretty sure that like this game's literally only going to be maybe 10 gigabytes at the max. Like this game is not that big whatsoever, even with the new additions to it. But who knows, I could be wrong. It may be more than that when the new version releases for the new systems with ray tracing and whatnot. But overall, ever since this game came to console, it has not been that big whatsoever. So next up, our last 2 games are going to be Borderlands 3 that we're doing next, and Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection. So right now we're popping in Borderlands 3, and we're going to see how well she works. So far, everything is looking positive with this console. The controllers that we got are looking really, really smooth, and everything about it. Man, I just dropped the case. But as you can tell, Borderlands 3 has officially read. So Borderlands 3 is red. Now that game also does take up a lot of data to pretty much install, so this game will take about quite a few minutes to install. And this is the newest Borderlands that just came out like a little over a year ago. So, and our last major final game, as I said, we're testing out is Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection. And if this honestly works and I get this installed, I'm probably going to get back to where I left off on Uncharted 3, considering I beat Uncharted 1 a few years ago, and I just recently started Uncharted 2, and I beat it. And Uncharted 2 was freaking fantastic, especially when it came to the storyline. And Uncharted 3 is kind of a little bit different compared to 1 and 2. But so far, Uncharted 3 is looking really good. And then as soon as I beat Uncharted 3, we will officially do the main awesome, probably best Uncharted game ever, the Uncharted 4 A Thief's End. So, yeah. So let's find out first, and let's find if Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection works. So far, all those games will work, and this is our last one. And as it stands, Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection has officially read. So, well, I know, like I said, not officially, but, like, it's popped up. And now you can definitely tell it's fully installed. But that's it. That is officially our unboxing and testing out video of our Sony PlayStation 4 Pro console. So, oh yeah, that actually does remind me. I probably should get we probably should look at this headset. Actually, no. This looks to be a PS5 headset, but this is probably not the main headset, but we should honestly try it out. And as a matter of fact, I think while we look at this, we'll go ahead and update our system real quick to make sure that it's going to work. Or, not make sure it's going to work, but make sure it's updated, I meant to say. So, we'll go ahead and let that update while we check this headset out. Let's look at this headset. Oh, yeah, I can definitely tell with... I definitely do see what the guy's talking about. This honestly wouldn't affect me basically a whole lot. As you can tell with this one mainly, this one barely any rip, but this one mainly is just the soft spots that really ain't going to affect me a whole lot because stuff eventually does start to wear out, but that's not like nothing major or anything like that. It's still soft. It's just rips of the plastic is all it really is. So it's not like nothing like into the headset itself or anything like that. So that's really not no big deal for me, especially probably ain't going to use this one a whole lot. But we finally got ourselves a wireless headset, as you can tell. I actually will turn this. Nah. I don't know why I keep saying turn. I will put this on and we'll see how it fits. It does fit a little bit kind of like odd in a way, but then not so much. Actually, let's try it again. Now that feels a little bit better. So, yeah, not bad headset. I actually will play around with this headset and give it a shot and see if it's going to work. But, not that bad. Looks pretty good. Looks like a pretty freaking good headset. So, yeah. Alright, we got our hard drive all working because now, as you can say, it says, do you want to delete some of these games? And those are 2 games we just installed on the system hard drive that are on the external. So, but, that pretty much does it for the unboxing of our final 8th gen and final PlayStation 4 Pro console. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys could, please smack a like button if you enjoy this content like this. And subscribe for those of you that are new to the channel. And be sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any new YouTube video in the future. And also, send me down in the comments